Friends, welcome to Daring Mariner YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about various types of welding defects that we can find on board ship. Types of welding defect. So let's discuss about this topic in a detailed manner. So let's move topic. There are various types of arc welding defects while performing welding works on board ship. There are different types of arc welding defects while performing welding works on board ship. Let's discuss about welding. These defects and all. Crack. It is a fracture type discontinuous development characterized by a sharp tip and high ratio of length and width to open displacement. Crack means it is a fracture type discontinuous development characterized by a sharp tip and high ratio of length and width to open displacement. Okay. Crack means it is a fracture type discontinuous development characterized by sharp tip and high ratio to length and width to open displacement. Porosity and blowholes. Porosity and blowholes. Porosity means it is a group of small hole, whereas blowhole or gas pocket is comparatively bigger isolated hole or cavity. They occur mainly due to entrapped gases. Porosity and blowhole. Porosity is a group of small hole, whereas blowhole or gas pocket is a comparatively bigger isolated hole or cavity. They occur mainly due to entrapped gases. Okay. Porosity and blowhole means porosity is a group of small holes, whereas blowhole or gas pocket is comparatively bigger isolated hole or cavity. They occur mainly due to entrapped gas. Okay. Here we can see blowholes and gas pockets. Okay. Due to entrapped gases in a large quantity. The parent metal melt means by of arc tend to absorb gases like hydrogen, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxygen if they are present around molten metal weld pool. Okay. The parent metal melted by means of arc tends to absorb gases like hydrogen, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxygen if they are present around the molten metal pool. Slag inclusion. Slag inclusion means non-metallic solid material entrapped in the weld metal or between the weld and the base metal. It is a non-metallic solid material entrapped in the weld metal or between the weld and base metal. Slag. Slag means non-metallic solid material entrapped in the weld metal between the weld and the base metal. Undercutting. In undercutting, a groove set formed in the parent metal along the sides of weld bed. Groove reduces the thickness of the plate and thus area along the bead, which in turn reduces the weld. Okay, undercutting means a groove gets formed in the parent metal along the sides of weld metal. The groove reduces the thickness of plate and thus area along the bead, which in turn weakens the weld. Undercutting. Incomplete fusion and penetration. Incomplete fusion is a weld discontinuity in which fusion did not occur between weld metal and fusion phases. Incomplete fusion and penetration means incomplete fusion. It is a weld discontinuity in which fusion did not occur between weld metal and fusion phases. That means the absence of fusion may occur at any location within the weld joint and may be present in the fillet weld groove welds. Means in the absence of fusion may occur at any location within the weld joint and may be present in the fillet weld groove welds. Okay. Penetration. It is the distance from the base metal plate to top surface of to the maximum event of solid piece of weld. Penetration is distance from base plate top surface. Distance from base plate top surface to maximum extent of solid piece of weld. Distance from base plate top surface to maximum extent of solid piece of weld. Penetration. Incomplete joint penetration is described as joint root condition in a groove weld in which weld metal does not extend through the joint thickness. Incomplete joint penetration means it is described as a joint root condition in a groove weld in which weld metal does not extend through the joint thickness. Incomplete joint penetration means it is the failure of a filler metal or a base metal to completely fill the root of weld. It is a failure of a filler metal or a base metal to completely fill the root of the weld. It is the failure of a filler metal or base metal to completely fill the root of the weld. Distortion. While welding a job, base metal under the arc melt and base metal ahead get preheated and the base metal portion already welded starts cooling. Distortion means while welding a job, base metal under the arc will melt. Base metal ahead will get preheated and base metal portion already welded starts cooling. They will have distortion. Means while welding a job, base metal under the arc melt and base metal ahead gets preheated and base metal portion already welded starts cooling. There is a good amount of temperature difference at various points along the joint, and thus at any instant certain areas of base metal expand and others including weld beads contract. There is good amount of temperature difference at various points along the joint, thus at any instant certain areas of base metal extend and others including weld bead will contract. Okay. Thank you.